Canelo's backing Terence Crawford to beat you. Why has he got it wrong on Saturday night?
He got it wrong because he's not God, and he backed himself to beat Bivols, and he got his ass whooped.
Canelo's backing Terence Crawford to beat you. Why has he got it wrong on Saturday night?
He got it wrong because he's not God, and he backed himself to beat Bivols, and he got his ass whooped.
Oh, stop it. What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. So, as you've heard there from Mr. Errol Spence and Canelo got into it before the fight. Canelo came out and vigorously backed Terence Crawford. You heard what Errol Spence had to say, and Canelo reacted to the Crawford fight with Spence by saying, "I like Spence, but Crawford is too good for Spence. That's why I pick him to win. Congrats, Terence Crawford. You are effing great fighter. Well deserved." Listen, man. End of the day. Errol, and for a long time I was a big Canelo stan. Big fangirl. I was telling people he will go up there and beat Usyk up and whatnot, but I should have known, really. When you go back and watch the Floyd Mayweather fight versus Canelo, we should have kind of known then he weren't really about it. Although, to be fair to Canelo, he did then. When you watch that second Triple G fight, he turned Triple G into a boxer. Triple G went into that fight boxing, the second one. And really, since the second fight, he had the Plant fight, the Billy Joe fight, and that's what built the momentum. It was kind of like, okay, he just backed up Triple G, and then he's smoking everyone. But either way you look at it, yeah, Canelo's real personality is that Floyd Mayweather fight. He doesn't have that go in him. He don't, does he? He doesn't have that oomph about him. And unfortunately, the same thing came out of him against Bivols. He didn't have that win or die trying. And that's why, for me, Canelo can't talk to Errol Spence in my book. Yeah? Because whether Errol Spence is skilled or not is irrelevant. What is relevant to me in this game is really not even about, in any game, is how much effort how far are you willing to go. Errol Spence was willing. When he was, it was evident after a round or two rounds, 3 rounds, that he was shit out of luck. There was no luck coming for him, this guy. Yeah, that train weren't even late. The luck train for Errol Spence weren't even late. This weren't coming. One of them cancellations. Whatever God or whatever luck Errol Spence thought was fixing to pull up on him, none there. But still, despite having no luck, he kept trying to find a way. Do you understand, people? That, for me, is after years of talking about this game and shilling many fighters, I shilled Canelo, I shilled AJ, but after all them years of talking about and going in circles and looking like a fool, yeah, the one substance that is pure is what we saw in Errol Spence. Do you understand that? And that's what I'm backing every time. You know what I mean? I'm backing a man who, when there's no chance of winning, he's still trying to win. Which isn't Canelo. Yeah? When Canelo was in there with Floyd, he's about to cry. Ooh. Throwing his toys out of the pram. Rather than getting his hands up and tucking up and marching forward and storming forward. Look at Errol Spence. Errol Spence, yeah, he didn't make it look pretty versus Crawford, but he made it. Do you know what I'm saying? See the difference there? Errol Spence, he tried to find a way. 100%. Can you sit here and say Canelo tried to find a way against Floyd? No. He plodded along and felt sorry for himself. Yeah? Same as the Bivols fight. Canelo and Mike Tyson had this saying. And it's funny, it's ironic, because he was basically describing himself, but Mike Tyson would say, yeah, these fighters, I'll look them in the eye, and I'll find a chink in their armour. Just a split second, I'll know I've got them. He said, don't get me wrong, they'll come out and fight hard for a few rounds, but ultimately, I've got them. Now, again, as it happens, anyone who fought Mike Tyson for more than a few rounds who was half decent, he couldn't do nothing with. So Mike was talking about himself there. Yeah, Mike could fight hard for 6 rounds. After 6, you don't really want to know anymore. Yeah? Anyway, the point is, that also sums up Canelo. Yeah, Canelo, he fight hard for 6 rounds, as he did with Bivol. After 6 rounds, he didn't want to know. And he was about to start crying. That's the truth. Yeah? Canelo need to keep Errol Spence's name out of his mouth, full stop, about Crawford too good for Spence. Because Spence too good for the lot of you, truth be known. Do you know what I'm saying? So far, you ain't never shown anything that Errol Spence has shown. Are you prepared to die for the win? Canelo can't say that. Every fight is lost. He lost going out sad. Yeah? He never crashed. Show me a fight Canelo crashed out. People say things like, oh, he's got a great chin. Well, yeah. Anyone can have a great chin when you're politicking. Let's see how much that chin would have been good if he was running forward some more against Bivols. That's the point. Do you know what I'm getting at? And in a way, it makes it worse. Oh, he's got a great chin, but he don't ever use it, does he? Canelo's chin's only good when he's in control. Because when he's not in control, he backs off and don't want to be a pressure fighter anymore. Does he? He don't try and crash out Errol Spence. Listen, Errol Spence's chin didn't look too great. He's still trying to crash out to win. Yeah? So these cornballs today, Devin Haney, he another one. All these cornballs who be saying slick. This for me from Canelo was he trying to be slick. Yeah? But he ain't got no slick credits with me. You ain't been to the place Errol Spence been. The Vikings call it Valhalla. Do you understand? He ain't been there. You wouldn't know nothing about the gates of Valhalla, Canelo. You wouldn't know nothing about it. You know about the gates of, ooh, I'm an on-top fighter who looks good beating people up, and if you fight back, then I'm going to start crying and feel sorry for myself and start backing up towards the ropes. That's what you're going to. Yeah? You ain't going to Valhalla. Simple as that. He's just not. Canelo is not going to Valhalla, people. And that's how I'm judging things from now on. Are you making it to the warrior paradise? Canelo's not, people. He's just not. Yeah? Errol Spence is. For sure. There's no doubt about that. So everyone else out there, Devin Haney's not either. Yeah, Mr. Rah-Rah in the press conference. I did a video the other day. Devin Haney come out. Yo, Terence Crawford beating the shit out of Errol Spence. You can't speak about Errol Spence. Do you get that, people? There's most fighters today can't put Errol Spence's name in their mouth. They can't. Because they ain't been there. Yeah? Devin, you was in there with a midget. Old midget at that. Oh, Daddy. Oh. Crying like a little girl. Honestly, it was bad to hear. You're a 25-year-old bull, supposed to be. Big Daddy. Big undisputed champion. And you're in there crying to your pops. Going out all the way sad. And you think you can fix your lips to mention Errol Spence's name? Not even once. Yeah? You need to look at what both of these cornballs. Canelo. Devin Haney. Anyone else who got something to say. Yeah? You ain't gone out like that. Until you've been there. Listen, Devin. When Loma was popping you in the mouth with them left hands, you could have said, hey, listen, man. It's time to get on all the rah-rah I was doing before the fight. You could have said, let me take my young ass in there, my young big ass in there, in round 9, and not start crying. Let me get to work now. Yeah? I'm fixing to get Errol Spence about this. Let me crash out on this one. Let me crash out on this little old dude. Oh. What happened? You politicked some more and got punched up in the 11th round. Against an old small man. Yeah? That's what you'll be known for. You ain't going to the Golden Gates. You ain't making it. It just ain't. I don't care what. That's the problem with the belts today. People think belts mean something. Oh, but YB, he's undisputed. What, from George Kambosos? What, Canelo's undisputed from Billy Joe Saunders, who got a vacant belt? No. That's what I'm getting at here, yeah? All these things, they're fake, people. There's nothing spiritual about these fake belts. What Errol Spence did was spiritual. Yeah? Did you get that? That's inspiring. Someone nicking a belt off George Kambosos or Billy Joe Saunders, that's not inspiring. Anyone can do that, I think. What everyone can't clearly do is be prepared to put it all on the line for the W. And no one can say Errol Spence didn't do that. He could have easily. We've seen it. How many times have we seen it, yeah? A young, undefeated fighter who hasn't been down before. He gets put down once, and he thinks, oh no, oops. Yeah, all that pressure fighting I was doing, I'm fixing to turn into a ballerina. Seen it many times before. In fact, that's the common case. People get put down and start politicking. Errol Spence crash out. Yeah, he's solid. So keep his name, Canelo. Keep his name out your mouth only for me. Yeah, only people who have entered the golden gates of Valhalla, yeah, can talk to Errol Spence and put his name in their mouth. If you've been there, yeah, you can comment. You can say, I've been there, and A, B, C, D. No one else. All these other cornballs, yeah, put the work in. You ain't put the work in. That he put the work. You ain't been doing the work he been doing. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, and leg off the bow 100%, no doubt.